Hey guys, alright, so first off, let me warn you, I love to talk, so I will try to make sure that I make these videos as short as possible to just be cautious of your guys' time, because I know that time is so precious and valuable, and I don't want to waste your time. That's not what I'm here to do. So, first off, welcome. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for taking your time to come into this group and to learn more about what it is that we do as a coach. So either me or someone on our Believe to Achieve team talk to you about coaching, or maybe you brought it up to them and you've been kind of curious about it. You've been like, okay, well, what is this? What's the potential in this? Like, what do you really do? What can happen? And so I want to open up to just talk to you a little bit about my story, and then throughout these next few days, just provide you guys with some information and testimonies so that you guys know what we do as a coach, like what it all entails, what the potential is in it, and then how it's blessed so many people's lives. So let me talk to you a little about my story. And like I said, you can go on to coachashton.com, and I have some blogs on there over my life. And one is a 4-year journey that can kind of talk to you more about things, because before I became a coach, I was obese. Like, I wasn't even overweight. I was considered obese. I was 238 pounds. Just life. Yeah. How do I even want to say this? Like, I plugged myself into just video games, and, I smoked my cigarettes, and that was my life. And I loved food. I was a big foodie. I was so not confident with going anywhere. And when you have 3 kids, kind of got to go places. I really didn't want to take them to the park. I hid from photos, so whenever we would take photos, I would always have kids in front of me, or blocking myself. I had I still do have asthma, but horrible asthma that I would just have to huff and puff in my inhaler pretty much every day. What else was there? Life really felt like there was no purpose, and I don't mean that in a bad way, because I had my kids, and I would never ever I was there for them, but yet I wasn't. But I just felt like there was so much more out there than what was going on in my life. So it became a decision that I made to get healthy and fit, because I had back surgery. I had half my L5 disc removed in my back, and I knew that I needed to be there for my kids. And if I could prevent myself from from things like that, because I'm sure my weight had a part to play in that. I had a herniated disc, and the more weight that you have, obviously your body takes harsher measures on it. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to be able to leave them without a mom, because I was so selfish enough to feed into my addictions and not be able to be the mother that they deserve. And it hit me. That hit me so bad. And people always ask me every single time, they're like, how'd you go? How'd you do Insanity? How'd you start Insanity when you were 238 pounds? And how'd you keep going? And oh my gosh, it was so hard. It was so difficult. Seriously, I hurt so bad. I hated Insanity. But I knew that if I kept going, and if I was hurting this bad, then it was working, right? So, but what I did was I put my kids on this scale, and then everything else, my food, my cigarettes, my game time, everything else I put on this other scale. And I couldn't look at my kids and be able to say, hey, my smoking is more important than being healthy for you and being a role model for you. Or my, game time is definitely more important than you. So all these horrible addictions, okay, these bad addictions that I had, and junk food and stuff, and just shoving my face with whatever I wanted to eat, I couldn't put that before my kids. And so and you know what? I've been on a journey again. I just had a child 8 months ago, and I've been getting myself back in. I've been working out and stuff, and you know what? I've had chocolate here and there, and I've had pizza here and there, and I've been okay with it because, you know, it's not like I'm overloading myself with it. And today has been absolutely 100% back on nutrition, and it feels so great because of our accountability group. And I'm getting off subject. So anyways, I started that journey that way. And the girl that came up to me, she put me in a motivational group, and I was posting in it and stuff, and she's like, oh my gosh, you'd make a great coach. And I'm like, I mean, if she could have only seen my face when I read that. And I'm like, I'm 200 some pounds and you think I'm going to be a good coach? Who in the world is going to listen to me? And she's like, Ashton, do you see all the people that are responding to your post in this group? Like, you're motivational. You don't have to be at your goal and everything. Like, you're doing what a coach does. You're working on your journey and you're inspiring others. And I'm just like, whatever. Like, you know, I was like, yeah, sure. I just didn't really want I just wasn't ready for it. So I waited like a month or two, and she kept coming to me, and then finally I'm like, whatever, I'll sign up. I wasn't expecting to be a coach more than 30 days. I was like, if I can get my product paid for, and I mean, I had no income coming in anyway, so I'm like, whatever, if I can make an income doing this, and you know, and I'm liking this working out anyways, or you know, I have a hate-love relationship with it, and I can meet people and inspire them. And, you know, everything goes hand in hand, right? So I set it up, and I wanted to quit like a few times on her and stuff, but I didn't. And I've been a coach for 6 years now, and I've gone through a 6-year breakup. I've gone through being homeless, being on assistance, to finding a place and taking care of me and my family, to now going through a divorce and getting my life back on track and stuff after having, you know, a baby. And it's like, there's been so many roller coasters in this journey, and the one thing that I can tell you that has, I mean, other than God, which I found God in this journey, and if you're not in your faith, just cut this part out because this is me. But you know, the one other thing other than my faith and my relationship with God that has pushed me through everything has been the people that have been a part of our team and our challengers, and they have been the best support. They have been the best accountability. They have been just amazing. And it's given me such a purpose and passion that when I have these things that come up in my life, like me looking for a place right now, not sure, okay, where are we going to go? You know, I've only been married a year, and I completely failed in my marriage, and you know, all these things that are coming in my head. Instead, I've taken them around because this business has given me so much purpose and drive to be like, you know what, let me show people that they can do it, that no matter what circumstances that are coming in their life, no matter what happens, I continue to push in this business because I know what it's done for me, and I know what it's done for other people, and I want people to feel that, and I want people to see that. And I know that when we focus on the 4 things that we focus on as a coach, anybody's life can completely change. And that has been the beauty behind it. My life has changed over, I mean, everybody's life changes, right? It's a no-brainer. Your life is going to change whether you want it to or not. But what you decide and what you choose to do with what comes in your way is what can make or break your life. And I've got wonderful, beautiful children to take care of, and I want to leave a legacy for them and tell them, you know what, your mom worked hard. She worked her butt off. She was a single mom for how long with 3 kids? Now she's a single mom with 4 kids. And you know what? She never stopped pushing to her limits to help people, because the mission of what we do as a coach is to help people live healthy, fulfilling lives, to help people change their lives, because we have this huge epidemic in our, it's in the world, but in the United States, holy buckets. If you could just understand what we are doing to ourselves. And, you can go onto my YouTube, search up Ashton Meyer on YouTube, and I just posted what Autumn Calabrese spoke about, and gosh, it was just so powerful about talking about how, like, the number one cause of death in 15-year-olds or younger is cancer. Like, and why? And it's in the United States and stuff. So anyways, again, this is a little bunny trail. I told you I can get sidetracked and talk a lot. But my life has made the biggest change in the last 6 years. I even want to say in the last in the last 4 years. But in the last 6 years, my life has changed more than it has since I've been born. And that's a lot. That's huge. That's insane. And it's because of what this business has done for my life and what it continues to do for my life. And in our team, Believe to Achieve team, we have a couple teams. We have, our uplines team and this and that, but our team is called Believe to Achieve. And my mission in what the team is, I don't even want to say my mission, even though I founded this mission, I think everybody stands behind it. But I want people to be able to believe in themselves in order for them to achieve freedom. Like, I want them to believe that there's a way out of debt. I want them to believe that there's a way to accomplish the goals they have placed on their heart. And it all starts with that belief and that mindset. And once you get into that place, you can achieve anything that you set your mind to. It's insane. But of course, we have an enemy, or we have karma, or we have whatever you want to call it, that comes and attacks us when we start taking control of our lives. So, anyways, like I said, I kind of sidetracked. Biggest thing is I've been through all of this. I ended up losing 100 pounds. I've won $6,000 with the Beachbody challenge by putting in my transformation and stuff. I've continued to grow to grow the team and to build myself up in leadership to help build other leaders. I have gone on how many Success Club trips here? And the first one, I took my kids to Disney. And you got to understand that these trips are pretty much paid for other than your way there. So your airfare or your driving or whatever, I took my kids and my sister to to Disney. Never in my life would I have been able to pay for that. And because of me going out and reaching and helping people, I earned that trip, and I got money, like $1,200 to spend there, like in the resort dollars. Insane. Then I took my sister on a cruise. Amazing. Then I took my dad to Cancun. Seriously, all inclusive. Hello. Then there was another cruise that I earned, but I couldn't go on it because I was pregnant and there was the Ezekiel virus, I want to say is what it was, and my doctors recommended that I didn't go. So I missed that one, but I earned that one. Then in like 4 weeks, I am taking my son to Punta Cana to an all-inclusive resort at the Hard Rock Cafe. And then next year, I gotta take my daughter to Riviera Maya. Like I said, I focus on helping people through health and fitness, through personal development and their mindset. So there's 4 things that I say that we focus on as a coach. We focus on helping people with their fitness or their health, their finances, their faith or, I mean, if it's not considered faith, like your personal growth and your family or your relationships, not just family, but relationships all in general. And those are 4 things that we focus on. And if you're like, you know what, I want to grow in all of those areas, then there's no reason that you shouldn't sign up to be a coach. And then you don't even have to listen to any of the other videos that I post. But I'm not kidding you. Like, if you have a goal to completely change your life, if you really think of where you want to be a year from now, and you're like, I want to be here, you have to think, what are you doing now to accomplish those goals? And that's where it hits, because I used to sit there and be on my Facebook and watch people's lives and see this huge, awesome reel, like, oh, people are getting married and having kids, and I'm this single mom of 3, and I have nothing for my life that's going on, and everybody else is just, so why is my life like this? And I victimized myself. I wasn't doing anything to change it. I was sitting back complaining and watching everybody else live their life while doing nothing for myself. And it wasn't until I did this where life started to make a drastic change. I had more purpose to reach out to more people, to help them. And in all reality, like I said, this whole little circle thing, it also changed me. I focused on the things for myself and my goals and helped other people do the same thing. And we grew together. It was insane. So, gosh, I hope that told you a little bit about me. And all the craziness that's going on right now. And I'm very, very sidetracked because we're putting our dog down tomorrow. It's just like all these things that are going on. But you know what? I showed up today to share this with you guys because I care about you and I care about others. And I know that if you plug in to what we have to offer, what this business can do for you and those around you and your family, oh my goodness, you are going to see just the blessing of the relationships that you will gain and the people that you will get to know. And it's something that I can't describe it. There's not enough words in the dictionary that can describe it. So anyways, okay, so I'm going to leave it at that, you guys, and I just want to say thank you so much for taking your time to watch this video, and feel free to ask questions if there's something that you're really interested in knowing, and I will make sure that I make a video for that. So anyways, keep plugged into this group over the next few days so that you guys can see some more awesome stuff, and we will talk to you guys soon. Love y'all.